Okay, in this episode, we're going to go ahead and start methodically adding one move at a time. We went over some basics and some simple modal interchange with chordally between Mixolydian and Lydian, and did a few exercises with parallel minor chords just to get used to them. And we want to get to a stage to where we could fluently do stuff like this with all kinds of borrowing. So this is what this episode's about, is just really trying to work ourselves towards this stage. So we're going to go ahead and methodically start adding chords from all kinds of different unique modes, and as well as parallel minor, and we're going to do it one chord at a time. We're literally just going to start this procedure of doing one chord at a time. And we've already interchanged Ionian and Lydian and Ionian Mixolydian, and you're going to find that Mixolydian also contains the same chords as parallel minor. But Lydian does not, for instance. It does not contain any of the chords from parallel minor. So those are the three separate chords that you could borrow from Lydian to Ionian, and of course, if you use Mixolydian, the three chords you could borrow. We didn't cover the diminished very much. And you need to go back and watch those previous episodes because we talked about scale choices and note choices. So let's just add one move at a time. We're going to add the flat 3 to this mix. And you notice the flat 7 and the minor 5 are common to parallel minor as well as Mixolydian. So you have some crossover. Let's just go ahead and get started. What can we do right away? We could immediately just jump to that flat 3 like this. That would be a chord sequence. Lydian or major. You could, either one will work. Either scale choice going between each chord, and it's a chromatic median effect basically. And on back down I used actual majors, so we're going to go through these pretty fast. So just the 1 and the flat 3. It almost resembles Lydian dominant, what I did, but it's not Lydian dominant because the flat 3 is not in Lydian dominant. So here's something else we could do. 1, 5, flat 3, 4, 1. And I'm just going to keep throwing these progressions at you. We'll just keep doing them. Interesting thing happened there is when I was improvising that you get these little chromatic melodies that still work. So don't be afraid of chromatic melodies. So we'll just keep making them up. Maybe we'll do Lydian. No, actually I have a better idea. Let's do 1, 4, flat 3, 4, 1. This will work out fine. And it could be just some simple riff like this. I mean, you're not trying to do the best thing in the world. You're just trying to learn how to use this chord. So let's keep making progressions up. 1, flat 7, flat 3, minor 5, 1. The 3 chords we have listed below. I'll try to make this musical. See how it works out fine? So let's keep moving on. Let's take a 1, a minor 5, a flat 3, a flat 7, a 1. And I noticed that if I do this in a certain way, I could probably keep notes within A major and not have to change anything, like as if you're harmonizing a melody with those 3 notes of A major. So let's keep going. Let's take an A major, the 1, the 5, and do a chromatic median shift to the flat 3, the 4, then the 1 again. And you could actually still harmonize those same 3 notes. So you might use borrowing and look for opportunities to harmonize specific notes within key. Let's do a 1, a minor 6, a flat 3 tritone, move a 4, and a 2, 5, 1. And you might do this as an ending or something. So the tritone move tends to produce a little bit of a dramatic effect. Switching this up to Lydian 1, 2, 1, flat 3. Now flat 7, 4. Actually, let's do this. Lydian 1, 2, 1, flat 3, flat 7, 4. Lydian 1, 2, 1, flat 3, 4, 5. So we have a closeout. So borrowing a little bit from Lydian now, and then using some of the chords from the parallel minor. This might be something you might consider if you want to get into media composing, stuff like this. The point of all this is just trying to work in this flat 3 now, the one move at a time. So let's go 1, minor 3, flat 7, flat 3, flat 7, 1. Making it slightly musical. Here's something else you could do. You could go to the major 3, drop it down a half step because there's a common tone, then a flat 7, 1. So there's a lot of options just adding this flat 3 to this whole mix. Let's do this. Lydian 3, 2, flat 7, flat 3, 5. And this is going to give us a very kind of unpredictable sound. And you could repeat something like that, go start on the 1 again, or we can try something else. That will work out fine. So we have a Lydian 1, 3, 2, flat 7, flat 3, 5, regular 2 from Ionian, flat 7, 4, and then back to 1. So we're going to stop there. I just want to point out, learn how to use more complex chords like sevenths and whatnot later with these kind of things. So don't worry about all that stuff now. Just concentrate on the basics. Do the simpler versions like this. I'm doing a simpler version of what I just did. So basically we've added another chord to this mixture. We've done Lydian, Mixolydian, mixing those two with Ionian, and then now since Mixolydian has the minor 5 and the flat 7, now we're adding the flat 3. Add one move at a time, and this is how you start stacking your chordal harmony for an enormous amount of chordal interchange. But as you see, just adding this one move gives us a whole ton of chordal sequence options. Also, don't worry about doing the best thing, just learn how to use them, figure out some way to make it musical. And I state this all the time, I'm actually not a native keyboard player, I just use this as a teaching tool. And so literally just learn how to use these chords and try to create something that makes sense in terms of a chord sequence, and I hopefully gave you enough choices here to where you can actually start messing around with it.